Hey, what is up guys? This is Zach, and today I have the opportunity of reviewing this awesome little gadget called the Syrp Genie Mini. And on the base, it's basically a digital panning motor that allows you to shoot extremely smooth footage for B-roll as well as really smooth and cool looking time lapses. So without further ado, let's get right in. Okay, so let's start with the setup process. The Syrp Genie Mini has a 3/8 inch screw on the bottom and a 1/4 inch screw on the top, allowing you to put the Mini directly onto your tripod and putting your camera directly onto the top of the base. But how I actually recommend setting it up is with some sort of a ball head that might come with a tripod, and it can just screw on the top of the 1/4 inch screw and give you a lot more flexibility with your camera placement and alignment. So once you have your camera actually mounted onto the Genie Mini and you want to start making shots, you have a few options of things you can do. First, you can go into the video mode and take really smooth and slick looking B-roll and video. And second, you have the time-lapse function, which takes a lot of photos along a long period of time. And there's also some presets at the bottom in case you want to use those. Alright, so let's start to dig deep into the video mode. Basically, in the video mode, you can take this motor, put your camera on top, and make your camera go 360 degrees all digitally and controlled from your phone. And within your phone, you can basically specify where it should go, if it should start 45 degrees here, go to here, and start and stop and create presets and a lot of awesome little things. Now the main thing that you can do is pan, whether it be clockwise, counterclockwise, or even a bounce function, which means going back and forth to the specified endpoints. Now, if you want to know exactly what settings I use this on, I usually keep my speed around 10% or 20%, depending on how long I want my shot to be, and I choose whether I want it to go clockwise or counterclockwise, fully depending on the shot I've set up. Then I just press record and wait for it to shoot. It's super easy to use and overall works really well. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. When I got this, after using it for just a few weeks and almost a month, I learned something that's really awesome about this, which I wasn't expecting to use. And that's basically creating hands-free shots. Basically, I'd set up a shot and let the camera pan on its own and make a really cool effect so you can see both of my hands in the frame and the camera looks like it's just moving on its own. Just like this, basically you can see both of my hands holding onto the product, but the camera continues moving. And I really enjoy doing this because it gets rid of a lot of those restrictions that I have with a normal fluid head. Now this thing is also super awesome if you're creating some sort of B-roll shot that you want to be repeatable. So you set your camera up here, get the shot, and basically you can put in your product right here, have your camera pan on it, and then create the exact same shot from the camera's angle except replace your product. And then you can do a lot of really cool things when it comes to cutting those two together. Now next up is digging deep into the time-lapse mode, and there's a lot of really cool things you can do with this, but the best part about it to me is that it will move it on the pan axis and take a photo every time that seems right. And basically within the application, it will take the calculations for you and make it really easy for you to just get the exact shot that you want. So let's say that I want to record a time lapse in 1 hour and I want the time lapse to end up being about 1 minute. It will calculate the amount of degrees that the camera has to move during the entire shot and the interval between each photo. And then I can take all those photos into my video editor, which is Final Cut Pro, but you could very well use After Effects, and turn it into a time lapse by taking all those photos and speeding it up. Now, as I alluded to a little bit before, the icing on the cake with this thing is that if you see this port right here, you can take a cord here and run it into your camera, and when you press record on the actual time-lapse function, it will take your photo for you like a remote, making this extremely awesome and even closer to worth it considering it has an intervalometer within it. Now this is a really useful feature that not all panning motors have, and even though cameras like my Lumix G7 and the GH4 have time-lapse modes, almost all Canon and Nikon cameras don't. And when you buy the Genie Mini, just so you know, the correct cord is included, so when you go on their website you can tell them what you need. So using this all-in-one unit is actually quite a pleasure for some people who like to take time lapses but don't want to worry about all the extra gear like an intervalometer and doing all the math. The Genie Mini really simplifies it down for you, which is a great feature. And if your gear is super heavy, like a 5D Mark III and a 24-70, the Genie Mini should be able to hold it and pan it because it can do about 4 kilograms or 8.8 pounds. So that won't be a problem at all. So I've been using this thing for quite a while now, and you guys know if you watch my drone videos, I really like to create these little reels of the best shots. So without further ado, let me show you guys the best shots that I've gotten with the Syrp Genie Mini. Alright, so it's starting to be conclusion time, and it's time to ask yourself, is this thing really worth my $250? Will I get use out of it? Will it be worth it? And is it really the right thing for me? Now, depending on your perspective, it can be worthwhile. Now, if you take video, it's a cool product, and it can definitely help you get smooth results, and you'll enjoy using it. But it might not be the best tool for you to invest in. The main thing I can tell you if you're thinking about investing in this thing is make sure that you have a good fluid head first. I will tell you that it's definitely more valuable to have something like a Manfrotto 502 fluid head than it is to have something like this, because you can master a fluid head really easily, and I guarantee you it will become much more useful in your time. Now, if you already have a fluid head, this thing will definitely complement it, but I would not recommend buying one before you had a really good fluid head. Now, if you're looking for only a pan-axis time-lapse system, this is one of the best that I've seen to date, and it stays connected throughout time lapses, it's almost silent, and takes the pictures as the motors move at the best time possible. And that is what makes this system so good. It can take pictures for you, and it's all controllable from one easy application. In the end, if you need a great, simple, easy to use, and functional time-lapse and video recording system, this thing will do a great job for you. But if you don't already have the correct prerequisites and won't know how to create the right shot in the first place, I would recommend holding off on a big purchase like this. But thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.